Ooh, it's dark. Got to have my light on so you can see. Looks like down there the canal's burst its banks. You can see all the barges. I can see all the water spread out on the field. The opposite side to me. I'm on a hill. That's alright. That's why we chose this place. It doesn't flood. It's on a hill. Apart from the top field, it does get boggy. Fair enough. But despite no leaves on the trees at all, the ground here is quite dry. I'm not walking around in squidgy mud. Good drainage in this wood. I was going to get my binocs to look at the flood, but I think I'm just going to crack on with what I'm doing. There's no one else up here tonight. It's just me. For now, can't see anyone. Doesn't mean to say there's going to be no one later. Fire pit's dug. I'm just going to start chopping some wood up, I think. But I might get the gasifier stove on. Got my headlight in my pocket. There's the fire pit. There's the side of it. The back. It's probably about 2 inches bigger than normal. There, we can't see it, no light. Yeah, fire pit's dug, got a gasifier in that pouch. My little admin stuff there, like slug pellets, water filter, battery operated glow sticks, stuff like, I don't know if shit is the fan, it's there. So, well, the slug pellets are a luxury, because if you've not seen me before now, camping in this spot, we do get a lot of slugs. So I normally cover the whole area with slugs, because when the sun comes down they all come out. But I'm going to get the gasifier out now and have a coffee, just because that doesn't make any smoke, because it's not completely dark yet, because this is a stealth camp. There you go, got the emergency lighting box out. Very handy, just to make a brew. Could just use a head torch, but we bought it, might as well use it. It's better the wind changed. It's blown it out a little bit because it hadn't started properly. And with that, we just had a little shower, our first shower of the night. Perfect timing though. Get all the gear under, get a brew on, and it starts raining. Perfect. Don't know if you can hear that. Yep, there's the rain. I'm not going back out there probably at all tonight, apart from to get the firewood. But that's literally arm's length away, just there. I think it's nearly 7 o'clock, just in the hammock, having a well-deserved chill out. We had a break in the rain, but it stopped, so I poured down both bashers, and reconfiguration them, like got the main basher up, which I'll show you in the daylight tomorrow. I got it up a bit better, a bit neater and tighter like it normally is, and then just put the secondary one up over the workspace and the fire pit. That's the secondary one there, and then it's sort of tilting down over there to direct the rainwater away from camp. So yeah, kind of rushed that in case it started raining, but it seems really calm. There's no wind again now. The rain stopped. So yeah, just been sitting in the hammock, sort of chilling out for a little bit. But I've got to get the fire going now, really, before it starts raining again. My lighter died just after I got here, and went to get my EDC, and as I opened it I remembered I gave my backup, like my spare lighter from my EDC, I gave it away the other week. I completely forgot about replacing it, and I've got 2 or 3 lighters on my desk, like just cheapo disposable ones. I normally like to have one in the EDC, and yeah, my Zippo's gone empty. So tonight will be fun. So yeah, flint and steel all night. Use the flint and steel to light the gasifier earlier for coffee, and then once I get the fire light, I can just use that to light cigarettes or just not smoke. The place is lit up like a Christmas tree, as you can see. Things like that. I should really turn it off because it's a bit bright. I think I can see that for miles. But yeah, I'm going to get the gloves on now and start getting some firewood, because I'm going to eat soon, I know that. And probably have another little tidy up. I've even got a log to sit on. Well, the fire's well on its way now. Got some really bigger stuff on there. Laid some logs out around it and behind it just to dry out. The ones I had standing up, they're pretty much dry, but they're either damp on one side or damp at one end. Got my LED lights up, give me a nice glow. You can't see, but I can see quite well actually. The go box is down there. There you go. There's the go box. There's the lights. I can see quite a bit of those lights. But the one I was using a minute ago was like a spotlight and overkill because it kind of lit everything up. That's better. I can relax now. It's quite a hot fire, even from here. As small as it is, I can feel the heat on my face. I'm about 5 foot. Yeah, 5 foot, ready to the side of the fire pit. Again, it's not a big fire. Sort of foot long logs going on it through the night, and they're sort of 4-5 inches in diameter. So it's not a massive bonfire. It's just a tiny little campfire, but it just kicks out just enough heat to keep you warm, keep the chill off. Right, I'm gonna sit here and swing in a hammock for a little while. Well, for all night and probably most of tomorrow. Amazing find. Just been walking around looking for some wood, and it's dark and wet, so I'm not looking on the floor for dead wood that's rotten or wet. I'm looking up at the trees to see what's hanging. And this thing here, probably about 12-15 foot long, and about 4-5 inches there, bone dry, hanging off another tree, about 6 foot off the ground, one end, and the rest of it was obviously higher. It was on an angle, so I grabbed the thin end that was hanging down, and it's just snapping. Proper dry, lovely and dry, so I can saw through that nicely, and that's going to burn hellishly, and that's a barry little find. That's bone dry. There's a thicker bit there. It's a lovely sound. Yeah, it's bone dry, that. And it's been well off the ground, so it's definitely got no source of animals living in it or any damp wet patches. Just gone down the coals now, but we'll build it up a little bit more because we want to eat. Want to do some food. A good few hours of fire, would they? Thank you, Mother Nature. Right, just waiting for dinner. All day breakfast, sort of done. Just keep putting it on and off to keep it warm. Curry noodles, nearly finished. But made a right old mess tonight. I got a stinking cold, as I read for God knows how long. So I'm keeping all my disused tissues, and I'm going to use them tomorrow to relight the fire. It's quite disgusting, really. But again, I haven't brought my lighter, and I think it's because I'm feeling under the weather that I've got all my kit out and made a complete mess. I've not put anything away or tidied it up since I've got here. My cold's that bad, I bought kitchen roll on the way here because I'm just going through toilet roll like no tomorrow. So I had to bring a kitchen roll for my nose. But yeah, little update. For those that are wondering, I have bought the radio with me. It's sitting on GB3JB and PMR8 at the moment. But yeah, can't believe what an absolute mess I've made tonight. The wood is scattered around everywhere. Normally I've got a nice neat pile of it, and all my gear's out all over the ground sheet or the mat. It's everywhere tonight. I've just put my jumper on, so I've just got my British Army lightweight t-shirt, my 511 tactical shirt, and then this little black jumper. I've got my glove on, obviously, for handling the cup. It's hot, so I haven't got my jacket or anything on yet. And it is cold, but next to the fire, I'm not feeling it. Right, and for those fans of Pete, Mindwise Man, aka Maverick Outdoors, I know he's got lots of fans. Yummy. It's 9:30. I've been fed, had a few coffees, sawed up some wood. What is the saying for that? I've been sawing some wood. Well, anyway, all the wood that I sawed, has been burnt. I've got a couple of bits left just to the right of me there, which I want to keep, just to keep the fire going. I've still got a long log at the back of the fire, keeping warm. And to the right of me, I've got a couple of like 8-9 foot logs. But either side of the fire, I've just started to feed in. So it's a 4 foot log there from the left, and I'm feeding, I think, a 6 foot log in there from the right. So instead of putting logs on, I'm just going to keep feeding them in. Not a fan of this method. It's not really reliable to keep a fire going. Again, I've got a couple on there that I can just throw on the fire if it starts to go out. But hopefully, for the next few hours, I can just feed the logs in left and right. And then there's a funny shaped one going up for the fire that way, which you probably can't see, because it's a funny old shape. So I'm a corkscrew. I'm trying to burn that in half at the moment. So again, to save chopping, sawing, and manufacturing firewood, I'm just resorting to burning logs in half and feeding the fire. It's gone down a bit now actually because I've just chucked a load on there. Because again, it did die down while cooking. So that's my method of feeding the fire tonight. Is I haven't got my usual pile of logs, sort of a 3 foot square pile. I'm just feeding them in really. Whether it works, we don't know. Whether or not it works, I don't know. See, I had a stinking cold. I felt alright the past few hours since I've been here. But I think it's because it's getting late now. It's like a head cold in my sinuses. It's starting to affect me again. Oh well. At least I'm out. In the town, that way, they've just been out on the fireworks for the past 20 minutes, so I sort of stood up and watched them. So it was nice to watch some fireworks for a little while. But I'm glad they've stopped now because that would have been quite annoying if I was trying to sleep. I've lowered my hammock so I can sit in it more comfortably. And that's all there is to say really. This is great. I'm having a whale of a time. And yeah, right, I'm going to go and just lay here and watch the fire. Okay, it's 10:30. This isn't wild camping, this is wild glamping. I just realised how comfy a midwinter, I mean this is the end of December now, quite cold weather, windy, rainy, yet very comfortable. I've got my little generator thing down there, running a load of lights. Just been listening to people talking on the radio, and then I thought my legs are getting a bit cold. Hang on, sorry, excuse me while I just lay back in the hammock and get comfy. And then as I started thinking, oh, my legs are cold, like a light bulb got turned on and I went, oh, softies. I forgot I bought softies about a month ago when I first wanted to go on a wild camp, but then I was ill with this like chest infection and a double chest infection, and then I've been left with this nasty like sinus thing, and they've been in my bag and totally forgot about them. I nearly bought the ones with the zips that come up to just below the knee to get your boots on and off, and then I got the ones with the zip that go all the way up, so I thought I'd go for these because they'd be a bit easier to take on and off in case of emergency, whatever that may be, where I need to get them off quick. They're probably flammable, so if I do get too close to the fire, I can just unzip them and rip them straight off. So anyway, I've put these on, and after about 5 minutes, my legs are toasty, and my legs were like quite cold, not icy, but cold. I think the conditions tonight are definitely sort of below 5 degrees. The thermometer still says 0. But yeah, I'm really quite toasty. My face is burning from the fire. Although I haven't got big flames, that's actually projecting quite a lot of heat. But my legs were cold from the air, the breeze going through. That was making me cold. But now I've got the softies on, I'm toasty. So yeah, wild camping on a hill in the middle of winter can be great fun. Right, it's nearly midnight. I think I'm going to make this one my final clip. The rain's held off. It's absolutely freezing out there tonight. I was just sort of sitting here, getting about 5 foot from the fire, just slowly feeding the logs in now and then. Got a call on the radio. Got QSO with Thomas over on the British Mountains on PMR. And then I realised what time it was. And tonight's gone quick, sort of sitting here. Well, mind you, I didn't get it till late. But yeah, I got up to use the radio because I didn't have a great reception laying down. And it's absolutely freezing now there. It's like ice. I haven't got a jacket on. no gloves, just my fleece on top of my jumper. Softies on, boots off. And yeah, it's alright sitting here in front of two lean-tos, in the middle of two lean-tos. But yeah, if I step out away from this fire, it's absolutely freezing out there. So I don't know what it'll be like in the morning. I should really keep this going as long as possible, so when I wake up in the morning, I can restart it from the embers. But yeah, I'm not really too fussed. Plenty of dead sticks and twigs to get it going. I'm in the middle of a woodland, so if I can't light a fire, there's something wrong with me. But yeah, night's gone well. Luxuries, having to be able to plug my phone in charge to that with that box. I've had my phone on charge, the lights are on. I've had music on in the background, been chatting away on the radio. So yeah, it's a bit like wild glamping. Wouldn't really class it as camping. But it's quite still and quiet. I heard a few dogs barking in the distance. And that's it. So I think I'm going to give the fire one last poke. And then, yeah, lay in the hammock and see what happens. So, in case I fall asleep, it's good night from me, and it's good night from me.